Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Quest for Glory, so you want to be a hero. I'm your host, Serge LOVES, and I will be guiding you through the fantastic realm of Spielberg in an effort to save the land from the terrible curse of Baba Yaga. Last episode, what we did was we went to the Adventurers Guild, we looked at the Adventurers board, we checked a few things out, we went to the Healer's Hut, we spoke with her about her missing ring. We talked about some of the ingredients that she needed. We also, of course, went to the inn in the evening and talked with Abdullah Du, the merchant who had been robbed. So, around the time that we decided to head out, it was already getting late in the evening, and I managed to get the healer's gold ring for her. Unfortunately, she has already locked up for the night. So, kind of SOL on that regards. So, I tried to make my way back to town. Unfortunately, I'm not capable enough to climb over the gate, so I'm kind of screwed there. What I do have to do, though, is I have to find a place to sleep. Now, I thought I could sleep in the stables, but before recording, I remembered that you can't actually sleep in the stables until you do an honest day's work here at the stables. So, I have to head out to the one place that I know I can sleep for sure. And I really like this place, so it's going to be alright. But I'm going to have to climb over the gate in order to do it. After making sure no guards are looking, you climb over the wall. And remember, sleep is important. Of course, I tumble. After climbing down the wall, you says to yourself, "Self, you says, that wasn't too bad." That was a weird grammatic problem right there, but oh well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I know exactly where I'm heading, guys, so don't worry. This is the garden. We'll encounter a centaur here who we can talk to about a few things, but that's neither here nor there. Oh shit, actually I want to head back to a safe area real quick, because looking at my character sheet, I only have 6 points of stamina, so I want to just take a 60-minute rest so I can regain some of my stamina. Yep, got most of it back, and 2 hit points back, so that's good. The reason why I did that is because... oh, shit. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Ooh, yeah, see, that's exactly why I took that moment to rest. I'm gonna go ahead and take another 30 minutes of rest so I can get even more stamina back. But yeah, he hit me pretty hard, guys. Okay, so I have it set to run. I'm not going to walk. I'm going to run. Oh, God. Nighttime is even more dangerous than daytime in the woods, because it is just filled with all kinds of nasty monsters, like the Chitaur that you just saw, or the Mantra, or that brigand right there. But that's okay, because we want to come here. My friends, welcome to Arana's Peace. Zara, the half-elf, half-fairy sorceress lady, told us about this place. It's where supposedly the great sorceress Arana is buried. It's like one of the few places in this valley that is still protected by her ancient and powerful magic. But we'll uncover more about that in later installments of the series. Alright. The meadow lies covered with a blanket of flowers, unusual for this early in the spring. It is warm, even though surrounded by the late snows of winter. A large carved stone lies flat on the ground. You feel as though someone gentle was watching over you. You feel that you are safe here. The air has a fresh, clean scent of the mountains, accompanied by numerous perfume-like fragrances. The large stone appears to be ancient and deliberately placed. Marks carved into the stone almost look like writing. The meadow is an oasis at the edge of the snowline. The rocky hillside looks very steep and slippery. The small tree is most amazing. It bears blossoms and fruit at the same time, and the fruit on its boughs seems to shyly appear and disappear, shimmering. The tree's blossoms are soft, green, and fragrant. The fruit glows and shimmers in the moonlight. It produces a fragrance like a sun-ripened strawberry. Yes, this place has magic to it. In fact, this is where we can get one of the ingredients that the healer needs. So let's go ahead and do that right now. As you pick a variety of the sweet-smelling flowers, they seem to glow in your hands. You put them safely away. You take another handful of the lovely fragrant flowers. And you have all the flowers you need. While we're at it, let's go ahead and eat some of this fruit. The sweet, juicy fruit of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. Yes. And now we can sleep. Sleep all night. Yawn. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. This is actually one of the most inspiring places that I've ever seen in a video game. You awake as the sun begins to rise. Alright. So we've slept here, and this is about all that we can do. Mages can do more with the stone, but us as a fighter, no amount of physical effort will be able to move this stone. So we'll have to carry on. Alright. Oh, and here comes a goblin to challenge us. Hostile intent is evident. You prepare for battle. Now I know you guys saw me run away from the last fight, but fighting in this game essentially kind of consists of a rock, paper, scissors, like, esque. You gotta be able to time your strikes just right and know when to hit. Unfortunately, all actions cost stamina, and if you take a hit, you get damaged. The fighter also has the bonus of every enemy that he defeats in battle, for the first time, he gets a point of score. You search your opponent. You find 3 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. Heroic pose, of course. So let's see how much. You are currently carrying 42 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you picked up along the way. You can carry up to 58 of equipment without getting a severe backache. Alright, let's look at our character sheet again. Our agility, vitality, and luck went up, but our stamina went down. So let's go ahead and take a quick 30-minute rest. And then head on our way. Walking is horrible, so I'm going to go ahead and run. Because running will get our agility up, and getting our agility up will also get our vitality up, and overall those two things will get our HP up higher. So yes, this is a good thing to do. Also, it's faster and all. But yes, now we can talk to the centaur that I told you about. The centaur stops raking as you approach. That's what his name. I am Heinrich Verfurden. I live in town with my daughter Hild, who sells our produce on Market Square. Ask about Hild. Hild is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. Ask about the farmer's mart. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. The produce is not of the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than Pfefferden fruit come harvest time. Ask about harvest. We grow fine fruit in our little orchard and sell it at our stand in town. There you will find fresh cherries in the spring, peaches in the summer, and apples in the fall. It is truly a sight to see. Alright, well, we can ask about his farm. I grew enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. You should see this field during the summer. Then we can ask about this stuff. Unfortunately, none of this is really useful, and I don't want to, so I'm going to ask about the brigands. The brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter, and my hooves are deadly, but there were too many of them. My right leg was broken, and there is no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of the leader, I would be dead. Ask about the leader. The leader came up after the brigands attacked me and forced them to stop, ordering them to not hurt people from the town. Then, to my amazement, the leader gave me a healing potion and had me carried to the healer's house. It was hard to judge the leader, whose face was obscured by a large helm, but there was a compassion unlike one expects from a brigand, which is very odd, in all honesty. So let's ask about the healer. The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. Alright, well, we already know about that. So let's ask about centaurs. We centaurs are a very ancient and proud people. Alright, what about the Baron? I'm sorry, I know little about the Baron and his family. Alright, well then, I guess we're done here. So let's go ahead and run our way out of here. And go ahead and let's deposit the ring. You politely knock on the door. After a moment, you hear the inside bolt slide open. A voice from the inside says, "Come on in." Well, what can I do for you this time? Alright, well, I found your ring, so let's give it to you. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. Oh, and a kiss. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome, as you leave to avoid being kissed again. Alright, well, we took care of that, so let's go up here and talk to this guy, the guard. Ask about his name. My name is Carl. Ask about the castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. Ask about their job. The stable keeper could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It doesn't pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, come on in. Ask about the stable then. Cleaning up after horses is a good way to build up your muscles. Well, what about the Baron then? My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. Well, what about the loss? 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter, Elsa, was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Bernard von Spielberg, went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Alright, well, ask about Elsa. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large, winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence now. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now, too. Well, okay. We already asked about the hut, I believe. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northeast. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. Yes. Well, let's ask about the Baroness. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. Alright, what about York? He was a very jolly fellow who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe. Okay. Well, what about Baba Yaga? This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Well, tell me about this curse. The Baron first ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent the baronial guards after her, only the captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron. Thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose, all that you treasure shall be taken from you," in a strange voice. The captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. Yee, shit. Well, we already asked about the hut. Yeah, okay. So that's something else. Something else. Let's ask about Bernard. The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning, and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead. Alright, well, let's ask about the reward. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand warlock, there is a reward of 50 gold. For the capture and death of the brigand leader, there is a reward of 50 gold and the title of Hero of Spielberg. Well, ask about the hero. Hero of the Realm of Spielberg is a title of respect and honor. A true hero can release this land from its curse using his intelligence and courage. Hey, I'm still not done talking to you. Let's ask about the Baron. Yes, we saw that already. Okay, we already asked about that. Let's ask about the guards. The Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Alright, so then let's ask about the valley. Spielberg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family. Now the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin this land has come to. Ask about monsters. There are many foul creatures stalking the forest, since the Baron has too few guards to protect this valley from them. What about the graveyard? Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night. One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own death unless one uses protection. What about protection? There's an unguent you can purchase from the healer which protects against the dead that walk by night. Would you say they're the Walking Dead? Nah. Okay, I won't do that again. Let's ask about the brigands. There are now too few guards to take out the brigands, which rob our people and drive away the traders. They hide somewhere near the edge of this valley. The brigands are protected by a magic user, and they have a shrewd leader. Ask about the leader. The leader of the brigands must be a good strategist. He has organized and led many raids which result in much treasure and little loss on the part of the brigands. Without their leader, the brigands would soon flee. Okay, what about the warlock? Not much is known about him, but he seems to use more magic potions and powders than spells. Okay, well, what about the treasure they took? Many merchants have been robbed by the brigands. There's a merchant in town who could tell you about his robbery. Okay, well, guess that's it. Okay, let me go in. Just a minute while I raise the gate. Yay! Now let's head on inside. Ooh, and we get to meet the Swordmaster. If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me by my face. Ask about Weapon Master. I'm the Weapon Master, expert swordsman and trainer. Ask about sword. The sword is the finest of weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength. Ask about skills. The skills of the sword are thrust, swing, parry, and dodge. Timing of such actions is critical to the success of the fighter. What about ask about practice? Practice is the way to refine and improve one's skills. Okay, ask about friendship. You want to be my friend? Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something more interesting. Jesus. Alright, ask about fighting. Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of muscle strength and the agility of control. It is the art of outwitting and outmaneuvering the opponent. I am, of course, the skilled artiste. Do you fight? Well, yes, I do. Ask about sword. Yes, I already did. For a mere gold coin, I will be glad to give you some practice and some pointers on how to better your skills. Will you pay for a lesson? Maybe. Ask about armor. I never use a shield. It gets in the way of my agility of dodging. It is best used by those who are strong but not swift and agile. You definitely require a shield. You're kind of an ass. Ask about the brigands. The brigands fight remarkably well for Riftwaf, who have not had the benefit of my training. They are cowards who like to hide behind their shields, but I must admit they do that well. Should you find yourself face to face with one of the brigands, I suggest you mirror their technique. Use parry or dodge until your opponent lowers his shield to attack, then strike before he can get his spear into attack position. Okay, practice. Pity, I'm in the mood for some good combat practice. Something else. Ask about the castle. This is the castle of Baron von Spielberg. I am the weapon master of the castle. Okay, ask about the Baron. The Baron had the wisdom to recognize greatness when I presented himself. Thus, he made me weapon master. Okay, ask about Bernard. The Baronet had minor talent with weapons, but he was too impatient. If he had but listened and learned what I teach, he would never have been lost. What about Elsa? A bright child, for a girl. She used to watch me practice daily and question me constantly. Pity she was not born a boy. She would have made a talented swordsman, if I had trained her. I could not demean myself to teach a mere girl, of course. Okay, so not only are you kind of an ass, but you're a sexist ass. Okay then, I see how this is going. Guards. You will find them very skilled at fighting. After all, I am the one who trains all guards at this castle. Okay, let's go to the town. Please don't bore me. Okay, enough already. Well, let me see how well I am. Okay, I could use a bit of rest first and foremost, so I'm going to take a 30-minute breather, and then I'm going to pay for a lesson. I'm not going to be able to beat him, of course, but it is good practice, and I won't be killed by practicing with him either. I salute you. Unfortunately, I know I won't be able to beat him because you need a certain skill level to beat him, and the lesson begins. Essentially, all you really need to do is like mash the buttons. This is like a programming error or something, so I will lose this. You are forced to admit that the Weapon Master has gotten the better of you. Even as we fought, I could detect your skills improving through practice. It was most prudent that you should give in to my superior skill. You have a tendency to overbalance when you dodge a blow. This will adversely affect the timing and effectiveness of your counterattack. Should we meet again, I would not be adverse to another go-around. Farewell, friend. I will beat him. You guys will see me beat him. That I can promise. Unfortunately, it won't be this time around. So that did get our strength and our weapon use up a bit, as well as our vitality, which is always a good thing. And our luck went up too. But unfortunately, we just wouldn't be able to beat him at our current level. That costed a gold piece, of course. Anyway, so let's go to the stable. And let's do an honest day's work. You looking for some work? Yes, I am. Good. Come in here and take a rake. Ooh, super clean. Super fast. And remember, people, all great heroes start off as farm boys. I don't pay you to rest. Get to work now. Whew. Okay, come on over here. Spielberg is a very diverse place with very many varied people. This stableman hands you some coins and says, "Now you're 5 silvers richer." Okay, let's just go ahead and talk to him. Ask about work. The work is simple. Just grab a rake and clean this place up. Ask about pay. You'll get 5 silvers each time you clean the stables. Ask about the horse. We used to have some of the finest horses in the north, when the Baron still cared about things other than his troubles. Now we just have this one outside and the 2 in here. Alright, ask about the Baron. Ever since the trouble started, the Baron just hasn't been interested in his horses. Ask about the Baronet. He used to ride that black horse over there. And I think you need glasses, because that's a white horse. Maybe you're colorblind. Damn. Alright, that's about the stables. The old stable used to be twice the size before it burned down. This is fine with so few horses, but it is rather small. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Alright, well then, I'm going to go ahead and head out then. Let's look at our character sheet. We did get a bit more of strength and vitality as a result of that. However, we are tired, so let's take a 60-minute rest. After 60 minutes, you feel better. It is mid-afternoon on day 2. Okay, so we've got time. Alright, so we're done here at the castle. Now, it's time to go explore the forest during the day. We're a bit stronger now, and we've gotten a few things done. So let's head out. Of course, the centaur is always going to stop raking as I approach, but he needs to get back to work. Grumble, grumble. Okay, I'm specifically looking for something real quick. This is the Goblin Clearing. If I ever want to fight some goblins, I can do it. In fact, there's a little endurance test. And this goblin is going to come up on me, so I might as well get this fight out of the way. A goblin steps out of the bush. The goblin has a mean look in its eyes. You prepare for battle. I'm going to shank you. You were no match, son. Wow, you threw that dead goblin a long way. Well, let's loot him. You find 5 silvers concealed in a pouch. You take the silvers. Did that do anything for us? Our weapon use went up, and so did our agility, which is fine by me. Let's go ahead and take another breather. I can't do that in this place, because it is the Goblin Field. Oops, I did not mean to pick up some rocks. But that'll be good for us later. Okay, so let's take a 30-minute rest, get some of our stamina back. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit more than half. Yes, this is an important place. This is one of the places I wanted to be. The trees look most vibrant here, or the trees here look more vibrant than most of the forest. There's a ring of mushrooms in the center of the clearing. This, my friends, is what we call a fairy circle. Now, there are no fairies here right now, but there are mushrooms. And one of the things is that the healer's required ingredients was magic mushrooms. So let's go ahead and take some. You pick up a handful of smaller mushrooms and carefully put them away in your backpack. Now, we can pick up quite a few of these. And the reason why we want to do this is because we can kind of exploit the game a little bit. You are now carrying 51 pounds of equipment, supplies, and whatever else you picked up along the way. You can carry up to 59. Okay. We don't want to pick too much, otherwise we'll glitch the game out. But we do want quite a bit. 24. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to grind for money, and this will pretty much prevent the need for us needing to grind for money. Again, I don't want to do it too much or too fast because that will glitch the game out. 45 mushrooms, 56. Okay, this will be good. So let's just head on our way down, and we will meet the white stag. The beautiful white stag is foraging for food. Okay, let's see if we can't get closer. You seem to have startled the white stag. Jumps that way. But wait, buddy. I want to talk to you. Don't run away. This is the other place in the forest that is safe to sleep at. There's only 2 places in the forest. You followed the stag into this forest corner. You feel as though the eyes of the forest are watching you. You watch the stag, fascinated with his grace and beauty. There's something special about this place. Like this. The tree woman speaks. I'm the dryad, keeper of the woods. Are you one with the woods? Yes, then you shall aid me, and I shall aid you in your quest. Bring me a seed from the spore-spitting spirea of the north, that I may plant it elsewhere in order to preserve these rare and magical plants. Thus you will become a true friend of the forest. And we have just received another quest. The majestic white stag is an example of the beauty of the animal kingdom. Alright, well, we're kind of done here, so let's just head out. I want to say that I know these woods like the back of my hand, and the truth is, I know where everything generally is, except for those spitting plants. I always get lost looking for them. Always. It's a little bit irritating, but what can you do about it, huh? Alright, you go right here. Oh no, it's a Saurus. We gotta take this guy out. And he's down for the count. Let's go ahead and see what he might have on him. You search your opponent. What a waste! No treasure! But I still strike a damn good heroic pose. Let's see, did that do anything for us? Our luck went up a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a 60-minute rest. Aw, damn, it's nighttime again. Alright, well, then this is the perfect time to cut it on the end of day 2. So I will just go ahead and see you guys later. We've done quite a bit so far. Now we've got to find a seed for the dryad and see what else we can find as we explore these woods. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.